Picture this. It's February. Snow covers the ground. Your neighbor just paid $47 at the grocery store. Meanwhile, you walk outside, brush away some snow, and harvest fresh vegetables you planted 3 months ago and haven't touched since. No greenhouse, no watering, no work. Sound impossible? Stay right here. Welcome to Seniors Living Garden, where we prove that gardening gets easier as you get older, not harder. I'm here to show you that the smartest gardeners work less, not more. If you're tired of complicated gardening advice that assumes you've got all day and unlimited energy, you're in the right place. To my returning friends, thank you for being here. You inspire me with every comment about your garden successes. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button because we're about to challenge everything you think you know about winter gardening. Now, I need to be honest with you. What I'm about to share goes against conventional gardening wisdom. We've been taught that plants need constant attention, that winter means gardening stops, that success requires back-breaking effort. But here's what nobody tells you. Some vegetables are tougher than we are. They don't want your help. They don't need checking on. In fact, the less you fuss over them, the better they perform. Today, I'm sharing 5 vegetables that do the heavy lifting for you. These aren't your typical garden center suggestions. These are the secrets that veteran gardeners know but rarely share. And by the time we're done, you'll understand why fall planting might be the easiest gardening you'll ever do. Let's begin with the first vegetable, garlic, the set it and forget it superstar. Let's start with garlic, but not the way you've heard before. Most people overthink garlic. They worry, they check, they fuss. Here's the truth. Garlic wants to be ignored. Those freezing temperatures you're dreading, garlic needs them. Cold triggers the cloves to divide and form bulbs. It's hardwired into their DNA. Here's my method. In October or early November, plant cloves 4 to 6 inches deep. Not the 2 inches most guides recommend. Go deeper. At this depth, your garlic is protected from temperature swings and completely insulated. Use the biggest cloves from your bulbs, pointy end up, 6 inches apart. Then add 4 to 6 inches of mulch, shredded leaves, straw, whatever you have. This moderates temperature and blocks weeds. Now comes the hard part. Walk away. Don't water it. Don't check on it. Don't lift the mulch to peak. Garlic has been doing this for thousands of years without human help. Come spring, green shoots appear through the mulch. By June, you're harvesting bulbs that cost you maybe 15 minutes total effort. One $3 bulb from the store becomes 12 new bulbs worth $30 to $40. That's the senior living garden way. Spinach, winter's toughest green. Forget what you know about spinach being delicate. Winter spinach is built different. In September or October, scatter spinach seeds over prepared soil. Barely cover them. They need light to germinate. Water once, then let nature take over. The plants will grow a few inches, form small rosettes, and then pause when temperatures drop. They're not dying, they're waiting. Those leaves are packed with natural antifreeze that prevents ice crystals from forming in their cells. Here's what makes spinach magical. It actually tastes better after frost. The cold converts starches to sugars, making the leaves sweeter and more tender. On any mild winter day, walk outside and harvest. The plants will keep producing new leaves from the center. One planting gives you fresh spinach from November through March, while stores charge $4 for a plastic container that goes bad in 3 days. Use a floating row cover if temperatures drop below 15 degrees F, but honestly, spinach laughs at cold. I've harvested spinach with snow on the ground more times than I can count. Multiplier onions, the gift that keeps giving. This is where things get really smart. Multiplier onions, also called potato onions, are the ultimate investment vegetable. Plant 1 bulb this fall. Next summer, dig up 5 to 10 bulbs. It's that simple. In October, plant sets 2 inches deep, 8 inches apart, add mulch, walk away. All winter, underground, those onions are dividing. The cold triggers multiplication. It's their survival mechanism. Spring arrives, green shoots emerge, and you let them grow until early summer. When the tops fall over and yellow, that's harvest time. Dig them up and you'll find a cluster where you planted just one. Eat the biggest ones. Save medium ones for replanting next fall. You've just created a self-sustaining system that costs nothing after year one. These onions store for 6 to 9 months in a cool, dry place. Plant in fall, harvest in summer, eat through winter, replant what you saved. You've broken the cycle of buying onions every week. The flavor is incredible, sweeter and more complex than regular storage onions. Once you taste these, store-bought onions feel like cardboard. Before we continue, if you're finding this helpful, tap that like button. It helps this reach more people looking for easier ways to garden. And comment below, which of these vegetables are you most excited to try? I read every comment and I love hearing your plans. Your engagement keeps this community growing. Kale, the indestructible winter workhorse. Now I know what you're thinking. Kale? Really? But hear me out. Winter kale is nothing like the tough, bitter stuff you might be imagining. Kale is practically immortal. It survives temperatures down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit without protection. With some snow cover or a simple row cover, it'll handle minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit and keep producing. In September or early October, plant kale seedlings or seeds about 18 inches apart. Water them in, add a layer of mulch, and walk away. As temperatures drop, something magical happens. The cold converts starches in the leaves to sugars, nature's antifreeze. This makes winter kale sweeter, more tender, and actually delicious. It's a completely different vegetable than summer kale. Throughout winter, whenever you want fresh greens, harvest the lower leaves. The plant keeps producing from the center. One plant can feed you for months. And here's the bonus. Kale is packed with vitamins A, C, and K, exactly what your body needs during winter months when fresh produce is scarce and expensive. The best varieties for fall planting are winter boar, lacinado, also called dinosaur kale, and red Russian. Plant them once and they'll carry you through the entire winter. Fava beans, the soil builder. Last but definitely not least, fava beans. These do something extraordinary. They improve your garden while you sleep. As legumes, fava beans pull nitrogen from the air and store it in root nodules. Nitrogen is what plants need to grow. It's the expensive stuff in fertilizer bags. Fava beans make it free and leave it in your soil. Plant seeds in October or November, 2 inches deep, 4 inches apart. Water them in, then forget them. They'll sprout, grow a few inches, then pause for winter. Underground, they're fixing nitrogen and building roots. Spring comes and those beans explode. By late spring, you've got tall plants covered in beautiful black and white flowers, followed by pods filled with buttery beans. Fresh fava beans taste nothing like the dried ones. They're tender, slightly sweet, absolutely delicious. Sauté them with garlic, toss them in pasta, or eat them straight from the pod. But here's the secret. You don't have to harvest them all. Eat some, then chop down the plants while still green and turn them into the soil. This is called green manure. It's like injecting premium compost into your beds. Your summer vegetables that follow will grow like crazy because of all that nitrogen. You're not just growing food, you're building better soil for years to come. Fava beans are cold hardy down to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and they actually prefer cool weather. They're one of the few vegetables that can germinate in cold soil, which makes fall planting perfect. Let's recap what we've covered. Garlic that thrives on neglect. Spinach that gets sweeter in the cold. Multiplier onions that clone themselves. Kale that's indestructible and delicious. And fava beans that feed you and your soil. The pattern here is simple. These vegetables don't need you hovering. They're adapted to cold. They're designed by nature to thrive when other plants shut down. And they save serious money because you're harvesting during the most expensive time to buy produce. This is the opposite of what gardening companies want you to believe. They profit when you're dependent, constantly buying, constantly worrying. But real gardening works with nature's rhythms. If this changed how you think about winter gardening, please subscribe to Senior Living Garden. We're building a community of people who know that gardening should get easier, not harder, as we gain experience. Turn on notifications so you catch every video where we break down practical, low-effort gardening methods that actually work. Comment below. Tell me which vegetable you're planting first. Tell me if you've grown any of these before. Tell me your biggest winter gardening concern. I want to hear from you. Share this with someone who thinks gardening requires too much energy. This could change their mind. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this community. I'll see you in the next video where we keep proving that smart gardening is easy gardening. Until then, remember, the best gardens are the ones that work for you, not the other way around. Happy gardening, friends.